friends and vinyl community. It's Brian from Brian's Vinyl Records, and I'm following up on my Matchbox 20 box set unboxing video. I mentioned that I would give these a listen to and tell you what I thought about the box set as a whole, sound quality, things like that, and also tell you how the first album, Yourself or Someone Like You, compares to the version that was released a couple years ago on red vinyl. So let's get into it and talk about Matchbox 20's career-defining or career-spanning box set that just came out. It was originally supposed to come out in November of 2020, and due to many reasons and production delays and everything else, it didn't come out until the beginning of and middle of February of this year, 2022. So super happy to have this in here, and I did an unboxing, so if you want to go back and watch that, you can. This is the copy 801 out of 5,000, my copy here, and I showed everything there, so if you want to go back and take a look at that, feel free. The video is still up there for you to see. So my thoughts on this. I gotta say, after having it for a couple weeks now and listening to the albums, I am very impressed with what they've done with this box set. Of course, as you know, everything in here has not been released on vinyl with the exception of the very first album, Yourself or Someone Like You. This was released on vinyl a couple years back by the record company. And so here's the box set version. Here's the version that was released by the record company. I want to say this was put out like 2018 or so, somewhere in there, not too long ago. And I bought this right away when it came out. It was very exciting for me to finally get that. So, you know, that's the only one I believe that has ever been released on vinyl. Of course, everything's in here, all their albums from their whole career, including Mad Season. This one is More Than You Think You Are. This one I actually didn't know about. This is called North. Pretty solid album, you know, but never heard it. I think this is from 2012. And yeah, that one just flew by on the radar for me. I don't remember hearing about it or seeing it. And then, of course, Exile on Main Street. This is one that I did hear about. It was, to me, it sounded like it was their comeback album. But anyway, so they're all in there. Every quality on these, I think, is absolutely fantastic. They sound great. It's so nice to have this music on vinyl. I think they did a great job. I think one of the holdups originally was that when they got the masters or the test pressings back, they didn't like how it sounded. So they redid some things and then sent it back. And then, of course, COVID happened and everything got stuck in the production delays, and that delayed everything even further until they finally got a new test press and approved everything on it. But let's talk about this one here. Matchbox 20's More Than Yourself or Someone Like You, their very first album, their debut. So this one, you know, I sat down with my wife and I said, okay, let's take a listen to this, and then let's throw on this version and take a listen to it. And I want your honest opinions on what you think of the two versions and how they sound. So I started with this and put it on, and we played the very first song on here, Real World, and took a listen to the first verse and the chorus to get a kind of feel. Then I popped on this one, did the same song, first verse and chorus. My wife immediately said this was the better copy. I thought this one sounded okay, or a little better, and then we put it on again. And then we put on several songs. We did 3 a.m., which is a favorite of ours. We did Push, we did Back to You, and we did Damn. And we listened to those songs on here. And what I can tell you from listening to them is that this one right here sounds a lot better than this one right here. The only exception between these two, and where this one sounds better, is that the drums are much more alive on the box set version. They pop better. They come out better. If you could take the drums off this version and put it with everything else on this version, this would sound perfect. That said, this one's instruments, the guitars, the bass, everything sounded crisper. It sounded clearer, better. more separated and more enjoyable. Vocally on this one, everything sounded more out front. And on this one, it seemed that this one sounded very nicely vocally, but when we got to the chorus, where they were backup singers, the lead vocal seemed to kind of get lost in the backup vocals at times. Not always, but at times. So my money is this one is the one to have. I thought maybe I'd sell this one after getting the box set, but I think I might keep this one now because it sounds, to me, just a little better. Other than that, though, the rest of these albums sound fantastic, and this one doesn't sound bad. This one sounds really good. But comparing it to this one, this is a clear winner to me over this one. Even so, if you end up with the box set and don't ever get this one, you're not going to be sad. It sounds great. It's a great listen. It plays well. You're not going to be upset with what you get in the box set at all. I think they sound awesome. So that's my review on this box set. Closing things out, I think it sounds great. I'm super happy to have the rest of the albums, especially that second album, Mad Season. That's a favorite of ours, and the follow-up to Mad Season, More Than You Think You Are. Some phenomenal songs on those two albums, and super pumped to finally have those on vinyl as well. So this is going to get some play for me for sure. My wife and I, it's one of the things that we can listen to together and enjoy. So I'm primed and ready to listen to Matchbox 20. Great job on the box set. I think it looks spectacular. The gold lettering on here is great. Only thing, like I said in the last video, is I wish that they did full color jackets instead of black and white for everything. But that's how they went. I saved a little money, I suppose. Saved me some money in the end. And so I'm not going to complain too much. And we're really here for the music anyway. And for that reason, this box set is a winner. It sounds great. Really enjoyed it. So if somehow they become available and you can buy them again, I know last time I checked, they weren't selling them anymore. I assume that means that they sold all 5,000 copies. It could be that they're waiting to see if there were any defects to get sent back to replace them, because obviously they only got so many, and then maybe they'll release the leftovers. I'm not quite sure. But as of right now, it's not for sale on their website, and you can't even find it on their website anymore, which I think is rather interesting. I think they should be touting the success of this, but is what it is. If you can get your hands on one of these without paying an exorbitant astronomical amount price, and you're a Matchbox 20 fan, I say go for it. It's a fantastic box set. I don't know if they're going to release any of these individually. I'd like to think that they will eventually, but I can't say for sure. We'll have to wait and see, and if they do, it's going to be a while because of all the production delays. So there you have it. That is my look at the Matchbox 20 career spanning box set that just came out finally after a couple of years delay this past February. It's a great box. I'm super happy with it. And yeah, if you bought the box set, let me know what you think. How do you think the sound quality is and all that? Do you have this version? What's your thoughts on the comparisons between the box set and this version that was put out? This is the red vinyl version, so let me know if you have both and what your thoughts are on that. Yeah, that'll do it for this video. I have a February finds video coming up later this week. Look for that soon, and until then, keep spinning vinyl, friends.